Hello everyone. Thank you for watching the video. Wishing you all good health and peace. Han stood frozen amid the rubble, her heart stalling as the shack, her family's refuge, lay reduced to broken bamboo, torn roofing and swirling dust. Gwen's piercing sobs rang out, her small hands clutching Tom, her tiny brother staring blankly from the cradle. Han sank to her knees, clawing at the debris, nails splitting, blood mixing with sweat, but she found nothing save a few crumpled clothes. "Why this?" she screamed silently, eyes stinging, staring at the ashes of her labor. Sleepless nights patching the shack, days hunched over odd jobs all gone, she told Gwen. "Sit here, watch your brother, I'll find our things." The girl nodded, eyes red, while Han dug, her heart in pieces, asking the heavens why they'd thrown her into this nightmare. Miss Min ran up, face pale, voice trembling. "Han, who did this to your house?" Han shook her head, wordless, catching sight of Ton, the village youth, lingering at a distance, eyes averted. Villagers whispered, pointing. "Ton did it, wants the land." Han heard, her chest tightening, but she lacked the strength to yell. Ton stepped closer, voice rough. "I didn't do it, Han, believe me." She met his gaze, eyes cold, saying nothing, clutching Tom tighter, suspicion heavy in her chest. Miss Min tugged her arm. "Come on, it's not safe here." Han nodded, scooped up Tom, took Gwen's hand, and trudged through the wreckage, each step dragging the world's collapse behind her. She reached Miss Kwa's house, where the smell of rice steamed and golden light spilled out warmly. Miss Kwa opened the door, saw Han's haggard face, and pulled her in. "My God! Get in here, don't worry." The table was full, braised fish, sour soup, boiled greens vibrant, but Han's hands shook holding chopsticks, her first real meal in ages. Miss Kwa's husband sat across, voice deep. "House gone, I'll fix it, get folks to help. My land, you stay, tend the garden." Han nodded, tears falling, unable to speak, feeling a sliver of light in the storm. She looked at Tom, giggling in Miss Kwa's arms, and Gwen quietly eating rice, her heart aching. Her kids were why she didn't break. But pain wouldn't let go. Her mother, where was she? Her stepfather, the man who'd beaten her black and blue, turning her childhood to hell, had stolen her away, leaving Han with a longing sharp as a blade. She thought of Gwen, her little girl, bright-eyed but frail, undeserving of this unsteady life. The next morning she led Gwen to her grandmother's, where red dirt stretched under sprawling mango trees. The old woman hugged her grandchild, voice breaking. "Stay with Grandma, be good." Han told her daughter. "Study hard, I'll come when I'm settled." The grandmother refused money, saying only, "Take care of yourself, Han." Han hugged Gwen, turned away, tears soaking her shirt, heart torn apart. She threw herself back into survival, heading to the new market, her stall piled high with green-skinned grapefruits, big as bowls, glossy and sweet-scented. She called out, voice hoarse. "Fresh grapefruit, buy some to help me." The crowd rushed, but a few aunts and uncles stopped, chose fruit, smiled kindly. Miss Min swung by, handed her water. "Keep going, Han, sell out and get back to your boy." Han nodded, slicing fruit deftly, her mind on Tom, her mother, the house that was gone. Each coin pocketed was a spark of hope, small but enough to hold on to. Someone asked about durians, she shook her head. "All gone, just grapefruit now." She held her price, no discounts. Rice, milk, medicine never stretched far enough. Days passed. She went to the landowner's garden, swinging her machete hard, weeds collapsing, sweat streaming. The old man watched, smiled gently. "You're strong, faster than me." She nodded, lips tight, each slash a vow. She'd live, raise her kids, find her mother. Tom stayed with a neighbor, his round eyes tracking her as she left, clutching a torn doll. She returned, fed him porridge, each spoonful piercing her. House lost, money gone, mother far. At night she lay listening to the wind, heart heavy as stone, but Tom's steady breaths kindled a fire. She'd rise for him. Miss Kwa came again, bringing food, voice urgent. "Han, stay at my place longer, don't stress." Han nodded, cradled Tom, stepped into her house, where the smell of cooking chased off the chill. Miss Kwa's husband shared village tales, his tone honest. "New house is almost done, you'll move back soon." Han nodded, eyes stinging, wordless. They talked of buying things for Tom, clothes, milk, seeing her poverty. Han listened, heart warmed but pain still clawed. Her mother, Gwen, days before everything shattered. She remembered her mother, frail hands trembling as they held hers last, Gwen's laugh, her little voice chattering about school. She swallowed tears, hugged Tom, vowing her son wouldn't live her struggles. She returned to the market, grapefruits drawing crowds, her horse call slicing through the noise. Miss Min watched, tossing a grin. "You're a fighter, Han." Han nodded, cutting fruit, each slice a brick for tomorrow. A fish seller slipped her a sack of rice, saying, "Take it, don't argue." The old man from the garden left a bundle of bamboo, muttering, "Spare." But his eyes said more. The militiaman stopped by, hauling water for her garden, silent but steady, making her wonder if kindness was real. She watched Tom crawl in the dirt, hands dusty yet her heart glowed. He was light in the dark. She missed Gwen, her voice echoing, talking of lessons, her mother, those thin arms hugging her last. She bit her lip, swallowed pain, tied knots in the shack's frame, each one a promise, for her kids, her mother, herself. Who wrecked her house? Ton sought her out, face pale, voice shaking. "I didn't do it, Han, believe me." She looked, said nothing, doubt cold as wind. Miss Min whispered at the stall. "Saw marks on the wood, Han, someone meant it." Han nodded, didn't dig, just fed Tom porridge, saw him smile, her heart catching fire. Miss Kwa soothed. "Probably not Ton, who's that cruel?" Han stayed quiet, held her son, unwilling to chase shadows. But at night, in Miss Kwa's house, moonlight slipping through the window, she saw her mother. Cloudy eyes, faint voice calling her name. She gripped Tom's hand, whispered, "I'll find Grandma, my boy." She wiped her face, rose, went to the garden, machete swinging, weeds falling, her heart blazing. Falling, rising, hurting, strengthening. The village stirred. One morning she saw figures bustling near Miss Kwa's land. Villagers arrived, hauling timber, nails, laughter ringing through red dust. Miss Kwa's husband stood central, sweat rolling, voice bold. "Work fast, get Han a new home." She stood back, holding Tom, watching the frame rise, sturdier, wider, red-tiled roof gleaming. Her chest ached, not pain but something fiercer. Gratitude, defiance, or both. Miss Kwa brought water, smiled. "Almost done, Han, you've made it this far." Han nodded, eyes burning, seeing Tom asleep in her arms, thinking of Gwen, her mother, days ahead. A villager slipped her a new shirt. "For the boy, it's chilly." She took it, voice choked, unable to speak. She returned to the market, her stall thriving, horse call alive with grit. Miss Min grinned. "You're stone, Han, nothing breaks you." Han nodded, slicing fruit, lighter, not because pain left, but because she wasn't alone. Miss Kwa brought food, her husband vowing, "House done this week, move in soon." Han nodded, tears falling, lips curving. Tom crawled at her feet, dirt-streaked, eyes bright as stars. Gwen was far, her mother a shadow, but she had the village, Miss Kwa, the old man, the militiaman, hands pulling her from darkness. She stood tall, swung her blade, weeds fell, her heart burned. The question of who broke her house lingered, but Han wasn't afraid. She had her kids, her strength, her will, and those beside her. She whispered to Tom, "We'll build again, my boy, a new house, a new life." She looked skyward, wind carrying the sweet scent of grapefruit, and a spark fragile but enough to keep going.
Cuộc đời là một con đường dài, nơi giấc mơ hòa tan thực tại. Buồng bước chân ta bắt xây dần, bức tranh vẽ lên thử thách lớn. Những nỗi đau, niềm vui tạm bợ tạo nên muôn màu sắc cuộc đời. Dù cuộc sống đôi khi thử thách, những đam mê vẫn trực trào cháy. Hãy sống với đam mê cháy bỏng, đừng chờ đợi mà hãy thực hiện những khoảnh khắc quý giá lắm, đừng để thời gian trôi xa. Giữa bộn bề cuộc sống tìm chút bình yên, trong trái tim lặng lẽ nơi còn phiền. Giọt sương mai đọng trên lá xanh, đem lại niềm vui cuộc sống vắng tanh. Ánh sáng mặt trời dọi qua mây, dù mưa rông vẫn đang đong đầy. Trong lòng chứa đầy hy vọng, ngày mai sáng tươi chờ đợi ta. Bước đi trên con đường đầy hoa, dẫu khó khăn không lùi bước. Trong tim giữ trọn niềm tin, cuộc